So a client reached out wondering if I could do alterations to a prom dress that she had bought for her daughter. It was a very last minute request, and I asked them what exactly they needed. She said that this was the smallest size that they could find. Her daughter was even smaller. And so the necktie was a little bit too loose, and they knew it was very last minute. And so she wanted to find out if it was something that I could do. Now, you guys are always in my comments, always saying, do you always do all these complex alterations? Your clients are always buying these clothes that don't fit them. So I wanted to showcase what I do 70-80% of the time. These are the type of alterations that I do. So I asked them to come in, and for sure you can see that is the necktie on her and how much needs to be taken off. I looked at the rest of the dress and I was like, it kind of looks a little big. I know you just wanted me to do the necktie, but since I have the dress, I can go ahead and take it in. It will be a little bit more flattering, and it will, of course, fit her better. So they were fine with that. They were like, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. This is her in the full picture of the dress, and you can see it's pooling at the bottom. The girls love this style. Listen, they love the long trains. They love the pooling of the dress at the bottom. So I was aware of that, and so I asked her, did you want me to shorten the dress? While I had the dress and I was working on other things, did you want me to shorten the dress? So she was kind of like just a little hesitant, and she was like, I want to be able to walk, so yes, shorten the dress. So I was like, are you sure? I had her do like a test walk around the place, and she was like, yeah, I can't really walk. So I was like, I know you love the length of the train, and usually with dresses like this and even bridal gowns, I find that the lining is usually the culprit. The lining is what clings to your feet. So I was like, I can shorten the lining, and you'll be able to walk better. And then for pictures, you can pull the dress, you can flare it out as much as you want, and then as you walk, you can just lift the dress so that you're able to walk. So she was fine with that. She was actually very happy that I suggested that. See, I got you. I know what you girls love. So anyways, I went ahead, work on the dress. To take in the dress, I just added darts to the back. I pinned those and sewed those down. With the necktie, I measured out how much we agreed to take off, and I went ahead and cut that. Listen, you want to measure twice or measure as many times as you need before you cut, because once you cut, if you're not a seamstress alteration specialist, you can't fix that. So I went ahead and removed the loops from the cutout of the necktie, and I sewed those back onto the dress. I also used the buttons that were there before and just sewed those back on. My philosophy with alterations is that it should look either better than what you started with, or it should look like you never touched it at all, almost like custom made for the person. So that is what I'm doing here. All right, so I'm done there. So necktie is finished, and you can see the darts that I sewed down. I'm gonna sew those down so that they lay a little flatter. For the lining, I went ahead and cut where we had decided the length of the lining would be. So sewed that, finished that off. She wasn't able to come in for a fitting just because of the schedules and all of that, but I had asked that they send me some pictures of her in the dress before prom. And so this is her. You can see fits like a glove, like it was made for her. That's a lining, shortened that. Look at the back, amazing, looks gorgeous. Like, give me that back. So before and after, before and after, before and after. Now it looks like I shortened the dress, but I really didn't. So it's either she's wearing a higher heel or she didn't flare out the dress as much. But how did I do?